Okay, what's up folks, this is CB. We have started the first campaign for the process of making my anime. This is something I worked on some time back. It's going to be basically the soundtrack for the short. It might change, a lot might change, but meanwhile, this is what I've done so far. I hope that I think it's okay. Just if it'll have some changes, it might be just a few things here and there, but yeah. So without much further ado, let's give it a shot. Let's see how it looks like, and let's dive in. As I can see, there's going to be a problem with the buffering, so let me increase the buffer a bit. So we were here. I might increase a bit of the reverb. I feel like it needs a bit of reverb. I think it's okay. So I don't need to play the whole thing, but I just wanted to put in a few points. So usually when I try and do mixing for such tracks, because it has a lot of elements in it, it becomes a challenge, because sometimes I end up putting like the bass, because like now I'm not using big speakers. But what usually happens is, you see, like now you can hear the low end of the violins, but when you hear the same violins in bigger speakers, it's much more larger. There's a much more sound variation between high end and the low end. So what usually happens is I'm usually careful with how I set up my violins. That's all I'm trying to say. So with such a thing, I'll have to by force use big earphones with high fidelity to create these things, because usually I don't do I don't usually bother much, because I can approximate the variation when I hear the music on loudspeaker, on big speakers and on small speakers. But yeah, so this one I had to make using earphones that take into account the deep end, the low end of the audio, because that's what gives it a lot of character. Anyway, let's move on. hear that, I don't know where it's coming from. If you hear this audio, there's a and I'm telling you, it feels so good. If you hear it in a big speakers, just pay attention. You'll hear like a humming in the background. Just listen. It sounds like a vibration from a Nokia 3210. I love it. Anyway, so let's continue. Oh wait, so what I think that out sound is resonance. When the frequencies are passing close to each other, it's creating some resonance effect, because if you look at the actual sound, it doesn't have that, but when you combine them it might. I don't know, that's my theory. Yeah, that's just a artifact. That's an artifact from the WAV sample from this string bass. Yeah, I think it's cool. I like it. I kept it. Sometimes we need imperfections. That's what I think. Okay, so what was the logic when the idea behind creating it this way? So one, you can hear, if you hear the music itself, it gives you a feeling of a story being told. Like you can see the ups, you can tell the downs, very key, very important. You can feel the thought, the type of as a type of triumph going on, and there's a type of how do you call it? Progress going on. All that meant to. So what I usually do is I try to create sound that gives you a feeling of. I want you to feel the story before you see the story. That's what I want to say. Because usually what happens is, as much as sight is very important, I feel that sound is one of the backbone of creating good entertainment, especially something that is thought-provoking. So yeah, so the music, I don't mind it. It could have been better, maybe-ish, but I don't have a big problem with it. Oh. I think it's good. I may do one more just in case to convince myself that I'm happy with it, because I have this 1 month that is ahead of me, and usually I work like lightning. So I might change this, I might not, depending on the story that I need to put later. But yeah, I think it's okay. I like that I didn't use default codes, created something manually. I like how this thing ends. It's abruptly. It's like it has a purpose in the movie. So another thing is that when I hear the audio, I'm connecting it to what I need to draw in my animated shot, because as much as I'm still thinking of what to draw, I am still debating on what exactly I need to do for the script. So what usually guys do is do a storyboard, and then they do this and then they do that. What I realize is that if I sat down and did it exactly the way people do it in school, I'm just not going to do it. I get bored halfway because I'm doing a system that's not fun to me. I need to make it more fun, and usually by doing it so it looks like the story is all over the place, but I'm keeping track of each and every item. So for me, this is more fun. I usually start off my projects with the audio rather than the storyboard, and then I take it from there. So yeah, I'll cut the video there. This sample is fine, I like it. I might do one more, but as I do that, I also need to fix my storyboard, because what happens is my story is less going to be about dialogue. I think as I debate on the project, I'll do it more as an event, which will last about 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes. And as I'm doing it, I will debate on whether it's the best way to go, because usually I don't like working on a project unless I have a feeling of what the end product will be. Let me put that in another way. If I can't see myself in the future liking it, then I usually don't try to start a project. So I still have to have the communication with me in the future, having a feeling in a certain way that is beautiful, then I can commence and doing my stuff. Anyway guys, I'll cut the video there. Just wanted to show you that the project is ongoing. It started, and still some more stuff to show you as I progress. I wanted to stream the work, but if I can document it through video, I think it's okay, because what's happening is I have a laptop, and if I stream what I'm drawing, then what will happen is it will eat a lot of memory, and it will not have so the quality of my recording won't be good, and I don't think I can do it for long, because the laptop is not strong enough for me to animate and record at the same time. Anyway, we'll keep on testing, we'll do other stuff without much more. We'll take it from there. So yeah, this is part 1, so we have a lot of way to go. I'll make a file for this project, and I'll save it there. If anyone wants to have a look, you can have a look. You can comment down below what you think, let me know. Yeah, so next video will be just what will be laid out for the project into more details. So yeah, catch you in the next video. Take care, bye bye.